Hey guys, it's Rich, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how to talk to girls at the office and get them on dates. Now, it's a little bit of a sensitive subject. I don't want you all to turn into stalkers and weird guys, creeping around your office and getting bad reputations. So I'm going to tell you how to do it in a nice and smooth way. A few different situations. You could be working very closely with a girl, someone that you see every day. Maybe she works in your team or another department, but you're seeing her every day. You know her name, you know something about her because it's maybe a small company or small department. The other option is that you work in a huge place and there's someone that you see occasionally that you don't know so well, but that you'd like to get to know. So let's take the first situation. You're working together and you can demonstrate some aspects of your personality, if you're in meetings together and things like that. But what you really want to demonstrate is some things that would appeal to her that aren't the usual things that people do at work. So you want to show a playful side and an inventive side, and smoothly you want to progress to the date. So an example of how that might work is you might be working with a girl and she's sitting somewhere over there, and you send her an instant message or an email or a text or whatever way that you use to communicate in the office, and you say something like, "Hey, stop sending me those Candy Crush requests. I'm trying to work over here." Something playful like that. Maybe you walk past her desk and, she's working hard, but when you get back to your computer, you should stop using Facebook all day long because the boss is going to walk by and you're going to be in trouble. So you're going to do playful things like that. She takes short lunch breaks, but you're going to say, your lunch breaks are like one of your lunch breaks is like 5 of mine. You're doing this playful teasing stuff, but at this point it's not sexual, it's not too personal, it's just playful teasing. But you want to see how she's reacting to it. You want her to be joking back and going along with it. If she doesn't do that, then obviously it means, she's maybe dating the boss or something's going on and she's not available. You do need to be much more careful in an office environment because you're going to be working with these people and it could be very awkward. But start with the playful stuff. If it's going well, you can move on to more role play and more imaginative things. So you could say something like, you need to go and see Michelle in HR right now. And she's like, "Why?" And you say, you need to book a week or two's holiday. We're going to go to the Maldives on the 16th. Smiley face, So it's like playful role play with her. At this point is something that is starting to be a little bit more romantic and getting her thinking about you in ways that wouldn't be connected to the office. From there, progressing to the date also needs to be done very smoothly. Some good things to do is on a Monday you can ask what she did at the weekend, so you get an idea of what kind of things she likes doing, what she does outside of work, and also seeing if she's comfortable speaking to you about non-business things, about her personal life. And then when it comes to Fridays, you can ask her plans for the weekend. When it's time for the actual date, you have a few options. If you want to play it very safe, you could ask, when you've got something you need to talk to her about anyway, you can say, "Let's grab lunch together and go over it," if it's business related. If you've got something, if you want to see her in the evening, you want to play it safe, you could invite a few other people from the company and then her too, so that you're not there, alone on a romantic date. It's much more easy for her to accept. However, if you've gotten to know her pretty well, you found out her tastes, you might say, "Listen, you like wine, there's a new wine bar open, we should check it out." And you throw it out there in, a very casual way, and then you're getting a sense for, how interested she is. So it's very important to do everything smoothly so that, again, you don't cause embarrassment in the office. So that's how you'd get someone that is, very close to you. If it's a girl that you see around the office and you're like, "Oh, she's cute, does anyone know who that girl is? Yeah, her name, is Catherine, and she's really," and you're thinking about her, you see her a few times a week, maybe even every day, but she doesn't work closely with you, you've got a few options. If you want to do something quite silly and playful and kind of what I would do, if she doesn't know you, you could kind of stop her in the hall and you say, "Hang on, what department do you work in? And what's your name? Okay, and what projects are you working on?" And you're going to kind of interview her as if you're a director, the boss, or an investor, someone very important in the company. She won't know who you are. You have this interaction, and then you say, "Okay, I'll leave you to get on with your business, see you later, like that, and you let her go. And the next time you can do it again, and then you introduce yourself, and when she asks what you do, it's going to be funny when she finds out that you're actually just, on the same level of her, or, a low-level manager or someone that isn't the big boss. So that's one way to do it. A second, and then you can go and, arrange the date by talking and asking her quite directly because you don't work together. The other option is to do it very gradually over time. So the first time you see her, you just nod your head at her. The second time you're like, hey, good afternoon, just as you're walking past. And the third time you say, oh, hey, how you doing? Do you have a good weekend? Or, hey, how's it going? Weather's crazy today, isn't it? Or, did you have a good lunch? Something very simple, quick question, and then gone. And then the next time you extend it a little bit, you introduce yourself. And what you're doing is you're basically having first a 1 second interaction, then a 5 second, then a 10 second, gradually building it. What you're doing at this time is getting her used to you and doing it slowly over time, getting her to think about you. And what you're also doing is you're able to sense how interested she is. If she's sticking around and she's talking to you, if she's smiling when you're speaking, if she's touching her hair, doing all of this stuff, then she's interested. If she's always looking at her watch and, in a rush and she's got to get somewhere and she's saying she's busy, if it's once, it's okay, but if it's every time, it probably means she's already dating someone and she's not available. So in an office situation, I would say don't be persistent because it could get you in trouble. So that's it, guys. That's how you get a girl that's in your team or a girl that you just see around and about the place. Hope you find it useful, and as usual, write your comments below. Thanks, guys.
PUA training.